Hey guys, welcome back to the Train of Thought podcast, your podcast for dating advice and date coaching. So let's get into this topic, dating with intentions. I love this topic because I feel like a lot of people these days are not truly dating for the right reason, mostly just because they want companionship or pure loneliness, right? So if you're truly trying to date for the right intentions, the first thing is you need to be emotionally ready. And when I say this, I mean emotionally being vulnerable, emotionally understanding, and important is to make sure you're healed before dating. Now, I know this off bat through my experience of talking to people and coaching people as well. A lot of people truly have not recovered from their previous relationship and throw their burdens on the next person that don't deserve it and have to go through a mile to get 1 feet of what the last person got. And I don't think that's fair. Honestly. Yes, your partner may have been unloyal, wasn't the best communicator, right? Didn't listen, was dismissive, and now you're fearsome that the next person will be that. So without even seeing it for yourself, you're already assuming it and shut down. And that isn't fair to the partner, especially if I would use the word trick them into thinking you're ready to date when you truly weren't. So that's the first step you need to make sure is that you're healed and emotionally ready to date, because it's not right to lead someone on that isn't ready and you aren't. Now, this is the main one I want to hit on too, which is cutting off the person in the beginning when you know things aren't the right fit. As a guy, at least I can speak from this. Guys know, like, if she's the right girl within 1 to 2 dates in terms of seeing something long term. But what some guys will do is once they've invested in the girl, they stay to reap their investments, right? And that is where the games come in and misleads the other person into thinking they want something when they truly don't. If you, like girls, you can ask a guy when he starts approaching you first, what does he want? He's gonna say, get to know you, maybe want to date you, because he's thinking that's what you want to hear. So he's saying things already to sweep you off your feet that you could give him the chance to waste your time. No, for this I have a great thing to help, which is barrier questions that will expose the person's intentions for you, right? And I find some women too, like girls may know the guy is not dating material or even dating mindset, but what they'll do because they feel either comfortable or just wildly attracted to the person, they'll wait and hope he changes his mind when that was never his intention anyways. So you're wasting your time giving away your body, let's be honest, to a guy that doesn't want anything more than that, to fool yourself into thinking maybe that will make him stay, right? So what we need to do as people now, first for guys, is within the first 1 to 2 dates, if you know through questions you've asked and things you've seen that she doesn't fit the criteria for a girlfriend for you, end it. Don't make sense like to waste your time. And what guys need to do too first is fix how much money you're spending on the dates, because that's why I don't understand why some guys try to stay too. Is because let's say you might have took her to a Harbor 6 on the first date, spend like a good $250, and like, shit, I gotta get some back, And the next day again, you spend another bill or more. So like, okay, if I invested a lot, showed I liked her, aka by spending money, so you want again to reap your investments. That's not fair. It's smarter to start off with a safer spend for the dates, so that even if it doesn't work out, you didn't lose much. I recommend brunch. Brunch dates are no more than $50. Second date, maybe like an arcade. No more than $40. If the vibe isn't there from them, end it. If you see more, invest more. But I would say wait until the title's set in. Girls, I think girls are super smart until they meet a guy they like. And that's when it becomes stupid. Because girls can detect certain guys that are F-boys or bums or time wasters. But because they, again, make them feel comfortable, run a few laughs, expose them a little bit in the beginning, they say, oh, the delusion starts hitting. Oh, like, you know, this could really be something. Mind you, the whole time, if you ask him what he wants, he's just saying, get to know you. He's just chilling right now. Mind you, I know she's asked him in the first 2 dates. And he's already given that, hey, I just want to clap. And what happens is, they make them back. And hopefully think that might help them stay. But it doesn't work. Again, you waste your body for someone that doesn't want nothing more than that. Right? So you need to, again, focus on making sure you cut off the person that doesn't fit the right criteria. Religion. That's the next thing. Why are people dating? If I am Christian, I'm talking to a girl that's Muslim, and I want to get married, and she won't convert. What else is there to talk about? It's done. You get what I'm saying? People tend to drag things on because of how they feel in the moment and not thinking logical long term. You're wasting your own time. Next thing. What are the goals for this? So if the person, again, you're talking to, okay, let's say they fit the criteria now. You know, they're ambitious, you know, have 1 children, same religion. Now we're thinking long term now. You want to make sure you're aligned. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? How many children do you want? What are your values on home traditions? You get what I'm saying? If those things are not aligning, because these are the deeper rooted questions now for a partnership. If those questions aren't aligning, again, I don't care how you may feel. If the signs are there, read it and follow the instructions. Leave if it's a red flag, you gotta leave. You gotta leave. I don't care. You waste your own time. Okay? Next thing, if you're dealing with intentions, there should be a timeline at hand. Now, this part, it may be spoken about in the stage of getting to know each other, or it might be just in their mind. Because for me, I know I have a timeline when I'm dating to when I want to be married. If I'm dating with intentions, expect a proposal within 12 to 18 months from me. Because I'm serious. Why am I trying to get to know you for 2, 3, 4, 5 odd years? What else is there to know within year 1? I'll be honest. If I am dating with intentions, the questions and scenarios and experiences we should be in within 12 months should be so intense that I know within 3 months that I'm going to propose. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm dating, trying to get to know you more spiritually, emotionally, mentally, before everything else. And that's how you align for a longer term and prosperous relationship. Is long-term goals alignment. How could you be dating somebody that doesn't want children and you want children? How could you be dating somebody that doesn't have a credit score and you have 800? Now that one could be taught, but if it's bad finances at hand, habits, and you're stubborn to not learn, that's also a red flag, because that's a burden. That's going to be a burden to you, right? These are some questions you gotta ask more when you're knowing somebody with intentions of truly trying to know them. So this is what I want people to listen to and do more of, which is getting to know them and understand the right timeline. If I'm doing intentions, I'm not wasting time. Straight on the hammer. You get what I'm saying? So there should be growth in relationships where you guys are pointing to each other and you see the growth. If there's no growth and it's stagnant, you will get bored of that too. You will get bored of stagnant relationships. So make sure there is growth where you're challenging each other and trying to do the best for the next step in the relationship. And a key part now to land this off is not to pour too much into your partner. And the reason why I emphasize on that is because I've realized now a lot of these relationships, and especially the breakups, people are so emotionally damaged because they've done so much, they've given their all, and it still didn't feel enough, right? But there's a big difference between a boyfriend and a girlfriend. Sorry, I'm done for that one. A boyfriend and a husband, a girlfriend and a wife. You get what I'm saying? A boyfriend should be someone, again, spend time with, getting to know, here and there fun. But the husband is you're more devoted to, because that you guys are a union, through the marriage. You get what I'm saying? You can't be cooking and cleaning and living with your boyfriend, playing a house for 2-3 years, and then think you're gonna get a ring. It's gonna take longer, because then this is the next thing. This is the next thing I realized. A lot of people are moving in early relationships. If as a man, if I'm living with my girl, we're paying bill, I'm paying the bills. I'm coming home to her, cooking and cleaning. You can have sex whenever. You can chill and cuddle whenever. It already feels like I'm married. So then what's the point of me needing to give you a ring? You get what I'm saying? You already feels like you're married, so I don't need to give you a ring. And that's where a lot of relationships get stagnant. Like I'm seeing right now, a lot of people on social media that are in 4, 5, 6 relationships, no ring, because they're already feeling like they're married, but they're still not married, right? So I need you to hold a bit back before marriage, because there should be more excitement to look forward to. If I'm showing you all my tricks as a magician, what excitement is there to see next, to my next show? Nothing, because you've seen everything, right? So you need to also catch yourself. Sometimes you might not see it because you could be a lover girl or a lover boy, I understand. But you have to catch yourself in certain moments and say, whoa, I'm not married yet. Let me circle back on this. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm not saying to cut your love short, but to be smarter with your love, that you're not pouring too much in to reserve for the marriage. Because again, if this is someone you see someone long term, the love is still there. It's just withholding certain things before, again, the ring comes in to make that full commitment, right? It's just because you've been this guy for 4 years doesn't mean he's gonna be your husband. Vice versa, guys. You know what I'm saying? So doesn't make sense to do the utmost when you still haven't made, past the altar yet. So again, listen to these key facts on To Date with Intentions, that the next talking stage you have will be a longer term relationship than something just a fling or a situationship again. Okay? Thanks for listening, guys. Stay tuned for next episodes. Ciao.